Yo, you're killed the menace, the gang here, back with another video. And today we're doing NFL teams tier list. The NFL season is on its way. It's finna be here. So let's go ahead and I wanted to go ahead and get out my Super Bowl favorites, my contenders, the playoff teams, potential wild card teams. I don't think it's gonna be good, missing the playoffs, all that. And we got all the teams out here, and we're gonna rank them from Super Bowl favorites, contenders, the playoff teams, the potential wild cards, missing playoff teams, mediocre at best, young but not very intriguing, young but intriguing, and the number one pick contention teams that's gonna be going for that number one pick pretty much next year. So I just want you to like, comment, subscribe, comment down below your favorite NFL team. Mine is the Atlanta Falcons. Hopefully, we'll see where I put them at and where I think of them this year. And it's going to get into, I don't like to do too much talking. I like to go ahead and get straight into the video. So first one we got Saints. I got them missing playoffs. I'm actually probably mediocre at best. Yeah, mediocre at best. That division is trash. Dolphins. I don't want to put them in potential wild cards because I think they'll make the playoffs. Playoff teams. I don't know though. I think they're a playoff team though. They'll be a playoff team. Ravens. Super Bowl contenders. Bengals. Playoff teams. I don't know. I might change them these. Yeah, Broncos. I don't think they're gonna be good. I don't know. I've been seeing some things like people think the Giants might be like kind of sneaky good this year. I'll put mediocre at best. That's what I think of them. Mediocre. Mediocre at best. Rams, potential wild card. Tampa Bay. I don't think Tampa Bay is good. I'm putting a missing playoff team. That's what I think. Super Bowl contenders. The Bears. Potential wild card. I always go more there because I kind of zooming through some of these. We got San Francisco 49ers, of course, Super Bowl contenders. Eagles, I think, are Super Bowl contenders. Raiders are then young but intriguing. The Packers. Okay, I can't have everybody in Super Bowl contenders. Let's thought about that. We'll adjust it later. Washington, mediocre at best. The Cardinals, missing playoff team. I think that'd be pretty good straight this year. Pittsburgh, missing playoff team. All right, we got Buffalo. Potential wild card, in my opinion. I think they're gonna take a step back. Nah, I don't know. They still could really beat out the Dolphins in that division because the Dolphins always find a way to choke it off to the Bills. Atlanta, I think Atlanta's a playoff team. Seattle, missing playoff team. Patriots, number one pick contention. Browns, potential wild card. I don't know. That division is like so tough. Like I think the Ravens and Bengals will be the for sure top two teams in there and get in. I don't know if the Browns could get in. They could sneak in. Some people have the Steelers to get in there. Like I've seen some people have all four of them teams in there. I was like, well, okay, think the whole division is gonna make it. I don't get Pittsburgh going there. Texans, playoff team. You really just put them Super Bowl favorite. They already won last year, so I'll just go ahead and put them in their Super Bowl favorites. The Cowboys. I really don't have them making the playoffs, but I'll put them there. I'll put a potential wild card. Chargers. Missing playoff team. Jets. I think Jets would be a playoff team. Carolina. I don't think Carolina's gonna be the worst team. I've seen some people like Carolina's gonna be like the worst team in the NFL again. It's like, no, they're not. Carolina's better than the Broncos. They're better than the Patriots. They'll find ways to win games, I feel. And I think Bryce Young will have a good year. Titans, missing playoffs. I think the Titans might be. Nah, I'll put them mediocre at best. They still got some holes to address, but I don't think the Titans are that bad. I like what they did in the offseason. I don't believe in Will Levis, though. I'm not a Will Levis believer, but I think they had a pretty good free offseason. They picked up Jerry Sneed, Calvin Ridley, Tony Pollard, even though some of them guys ain't even all that no more, but still, Colts, potential wild card. I think they can make the wild card. Jaguars, I don't believe in the Jaguars either, but I put a missing player. I don't think they make it. I see. Now that we did this, we can go more in depth with each team. So, Patriots, Broncos, those are going to be two very, very trash teams, I feel. So, I think they deserve the number one pick contention. It's going to be the Raiders. I could have put the Raiders down there too, but I don't think they'll be that bad. The Raiders, they'll find a way to win some games. But young but intriguing. I put Carolina and I put the Raiders. Carolina, Bryce Young, Xavier Legette. They try to get them some receivers. They got Deontay Johnson now. I feel like they'll be better. There's still no playoff team yet. Oh, and they got the Tampa Bay offensive coordinator. I like what he did with Tampa Bay. So I think they could be intriguing this year. The Raiders, I really don't know what to say about the Raiders. I'll just put them there. Mediocre at best. I don't think the Giants are that good. Actually, I'm moving the Giants down. They're young but intriguing. I like Malik Neighbors. That's all I like to say about them. Mediocre best. The Saints. Saints are just straight up mediocre. I've seen Saints aren't good. The Vikings. I saw J.J. McCarthy just went down with injury. Hopefully he won't be out for too long for any Vikings fans out there, but mediocre. They got some good pieces. I'll give them that, but they don't have the quarterback situation right out. We have to see how J.J. turns out when he comes back from injury. Washington, I think Washington could be somewhat decent this year with Jaden Daniels, Scary Terry. They got some pieces there. I like Dan Quinn as a coach too, so I think they could be mediocre. I've seen some people have like Washington be like trash. But I don't think they'll be that bad. Tennessee, I already talked about them a little bit. I like what they did in the free agency. I don't think Will Levis is the quarterback, but we'll see. And they have some pieces I don't know. There's some things I like, but they still got some holes. And I think they could be kind of sneaky good. So mediocre at best though. Tampa Bay, missing playoff teams. So we got Tampa Bay, Arizona, Pittsburgh, Seattle, Chargers, Jacksonville. Teams I think that will actually just straight up miss it. Probably, I feel like the Cardinals are going to be actually pretty good this year. But missing playoff teams I could really go off with is Tampa Bay. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I think only one team from that division makes it, and it's the Falcons. Pittsburgh, they're always mid, but like they make the playoffs somehow. But I don't think they're going to make it this year. And I think they're going to have a negative record for the first time in Mike Tomlin's career. I don't think they have a positive record. But I don't know. The Pittsburgh, like, they sneakily, like, they just so sneaky team. Like, they catch good teams in trap games and just win somehow. And like a 425 game. Like, 425, they'll beat Kansas City. And you're like, what? Then we got Seattle, I think. Right there, custom making the playoff team. Chargers. I think Chargers could do. I really don't like what the Chargers did in the offseason. They really don't have a receiver. At least Ladd McConkey turns out. Probably saying his last name wrong. Then we got Jacksonville, which I think you just should have just missed it. Arizona, I think, is going to be sneaky good. And Chargers, I really could put mediocre. I think that'd be a mediocre team. That division is really weak with the Raiders, Chargers, and Broncos. Actually, I'm going to trust Jim Harbaugh. His coaching. Barely missed the playoffs. Missing playoffs. Potential wild cards, I think all these are legitimate. The Rams, the Bears, the Bills, the Browns, Cowboys, Colts. Potential wild card teams. All these, I think, all these teams could make the playoffs, I feel. Actually, the Rams might really just get a lock-in for me. I don't know. The Rams defense isn't that good. I know a lot of people be like, the Rams really a Super Bowl contender. But I don't know. Their defense has some holes in it. Especially now Aaron Donald's go. We got to see how they look. All right, I'll put them potential wild card. We got to see how that defense looks. Then playoff teams for sure. I have Miami. Well, we'll go to them. The Bears. I think the Bears will make the playoffs this year. They're a pretty good team. I like the free agency moves they had. Adding Keenan Allen. Drafting Rome Odunze. Of course, drafting Caleb Williams. DeAndre Swift. I think they made some good pickups. And their defense they played pretty good towards the end of the year last year. Buffalo, they lost a lot of receivers. Usually they're up here or Super Bowl contenders, but they lost a lot of receivers. They lost a lot, but I still think they'll be pretty good. At least get in the playoffs. Josh Allen's good enough to at least get into the playoffs and win some games. So that's why I put them potential wild card. The Browns are the Browns. I don't know. Great defense. Don't really believe in their offense like that. I don't think Deshaun Watson's the guy anymore. We just go on potential wild card, first round exit if they make it. I actually when I did my playoff bracket records and all that, I actually didn't have the Browns in it. And Cowboys, I didn't have the Cowboys in it either, but they could easily make it. They've had like 12 wins the past 3 years, so or 2 years or something, I don't know, but they could easily make it. And the Colts, AR is gonna be back. We got to see what he's gonna do. And he played really good last year. I liked him a lot when he played. I think they could be a potential wild card, a little sneaky team, for a little sneaky competition for the Texans. People don't like to give some credit for. Playoff teams, we got the Dolphins. Dolphins are the Dolphins. They have a good team. I don't believe in them towards the end of the year, but I feel like in the first half of the year, they win enough games to go to lock up a playoff spot at least. And the Bengals, I could have. Oh, I don't know where to put the Bengals at. Cause I put them in Super Bowl. I do think they're all Super Bowl contenders. Actually, I'll move the Packers down to playoff team. All right, so the Packers, Jordan Love. We got to see another jump here. See him do it for a full year. I believe in Jordan Love fan. And I think they're a pretty good team. I think they could be a Super Bowl contender. Atlanta's going to be a good team this year. I don't think they'll be a Super Bowl contender. I think they'll for sure be in the playoffs. Maybe could win a playoff game. They'll have a home one. In this situation, I think they'll have a home playoff game. Could win it. And that'd be pretty good for Atlanta. But no Super Bowl for them. And we got the Texans. I think Texans will be really good. We have to see what CJ Stroud looks like in U2 after more people had some film on him. But I think they'll be good. I like what they did in the offseason, adding Stephon Diggs, Jeff Okudah, dude from the Vikings. I forgot his name, but if I say him a lot, it's because it's 3:30 in the morning. I'm very tired. It's my fault. Jets. Actually, I put Jets Super Bowl contenders. Actually. Yeah, that's better. All right. So yeah, Super contenders. So the Lions really improved a lot. Great offensive line, and they're only really getting better. Jared Goff. I don't know, not too much to say. Like, they was plays away from being in the Super Bowl last year. So I say that the Eagles did a lot in offseason that I like, and I think they'll be better this year. I don't think they'll continue to crash and burn like they did last year. Like some people think they're gonna pick up right from where they left off from last year. I don't think that. I think they're too good for that, and I like what Saquon added. I think they did. They addressed their problems. It was some rookies, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. Hopefully, we'll see them play a lot and do good. And yeah, I think they added on linebackers. They had the one from Tampa Bay, Levante David, I believe. And I like what they did, though. I think they improved themselves, adding Bryce Huff. So, yeah. And I put the Bengals in there. Joe Burrow's back. I don't like their running back, though. They really have a running back problem. But they're going to be a very pass-heavy team. Joe Burrow's back. You always got to respect him. Every year he's been healthy. He's been in at least the AFC Championship game, so you got to give him his credit. And one thing I'm praying for this year, that Lamar and Joe Burrow are both healthy, because we have never had a season where they're both healthy. Because I really want to see what it looks like for that division when they're both healthy. Because it's always been Lamar goes off, wins the division, but Joe Burrow is hurt. Or Joe Burrow goes off and wins it when Lamar's hurt. Then second of all, we're going to go with the Jets. I think Jets improved a lot. I like what they did in the offseason. I think they have some key pieces. Hopefully, A-Rod's going to be healthy for the whole year. And I got Garrett Wilson. They got Mike Williams. They got Tyron Smith to help the offensive line. They addressed trying to help the offensive line because it was atrocious last year. And they finally have a quarterback with a top defense in the NFL. Easily with Sauce, DJ Reed, all them guys. I don't know why I just said DJ Reed second, but yeah, respect to them. And Super Bowl favorites, of course, I got to go with the defending champs. Don't even got to speak about them. We got the Baltimore Ravens, who I feel like really could have been in the last year. And got the San Francisco 49ers, who always seem to make the Super Bowl or NFC Championship game. and you gotta respect both of these teams. So I'll put them in Super Bowl favorites because I think a lot of people do believe these two teams could be in the Super Bowl along with the Kansas City Chiefs, or instead. And that's really it. I think I kind of did. I kind of cooked. Comment down below if I cooked. Like, comment, subscribe. Spam it for me. Let me know what y'all want to see next. And it's 3:30 and I'm so tired. It's great. Hold on. Let me. I ain't even gonna show y'all, but it's 3:30. Well, y'all can actually, I can see it right here. Oh shoot. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think below. I'm finna go to sleep because I'm tired, but I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a blessed day.